Hey guys, what's going on? I'm ShortySX, and I know what you're thinking. Who would be stupid enough not to press record at the start of their own gameplay? Well, hi, me, right here. Yeah, sorry about that. Like I said, I forgot to press record, and although I killed 3 people in that first S&D round, you only got to see the last kill cam, which was sadly a 2-piece, not a 3-piece. Aw. Anyway, so today I'm bringing you Quickscope FAQs or Frequently Asked Questions, Episode 2. Last time we talked about what sensitivity I use, and you guys had a lot of follow-up questions about what controller I prefer, do I use vibration, what button layout, what I think about control freaks and stickers, and all those kinds of things. So today I'm going to cover the rest of my controller settings and give you guys answers to, those questions and pretty much just tell you what I think about them. But before we get into that, let me talk about the gameplay because it's very different from what I normally post, and actually I really enjoy this gameplay. So I don't know if you guys will, I hope you do, but either way, it's a Masters League S&D gameplay with an unscoped Ballista. And I tend to get a lot of headshots in the kill cams here. I don't know why. Should look into that. But anyway, now, little thing to note. My teammate, or not my teammates, my opponents in this game were very cool. Haha.
Fucking noob.
You see what they call me? Fucking noob. So I quickscope him in the face and I'm a fucking noob. Funny how that one works, right? I'm sure that guy would love if I pull out a submachine gun, because those things are so hard to use. By the way, no sarcasm. Anyway, so like I said, this game is slightly different because I don't normally play too much, or I don't upload too much S&D. And every time I play League, especially a higher ranked League game like this where we're playing against a clan of 4, I tend to not snipe. And the reason for that is obvious, because although I can be an effective sniper in League play, especially when you have to win, and especially when you have to make up for, the mistakes of your teammates and stuff like that, I really have to, I often have to use a submachine gun just to be, dominating enough to actually win the game. And with a sniper, if you're left in certain situations, you're at a huge disadvantage. But that doesn't stop me. So anyway, the point is, in this game, I tend to be very defensive. In fact, I don't think you'll ever find a more defensive gameplay on my channel so far, because, again, League play, sniper, S&D. Equals, be very, very careful, or you die. And, well, I didn't want to die. Although I did, kind of. But the point is, it's entertaining. I also decided to leave in all the spectating. Like, for example, you may be thinking, why am I spectating this guy right now? Why didn't I just cut that out? And I thought, you know what? I enjoy watching game a bit more like this, because then you also get to laugh at things. Like, look at him just miss, and then, oh, yeah. That's why I don't normally snipe too much, because it's kind of hard to make up for 3 of those guys when you're sniping. Anyway, so let's talk about the controller settings, because you guys have waited a long time, and it's been 3 minutes, and let's get on to it, because this is going to be a nice relaxing commentary, but anyway. So, the first one is, what button layout do I use? Because that is, for me, the most essential one, and unlike in most other cases where I'll say, it's really up to you, this time I'm going to say, tactical. Tactical is really better, and here is why. Or I think tactical is better, and here's why. If you're a knifer, this is the only exception. If you're a knifer and your survival depends on your ability to knife well, then sure, use default. If you want to run around the map and knife people only, use default. If you want to be effective with a gun and actually, be capable of taking cover and surviving things, then you have to use tactical. Tactical, in case you don't know what I'm talking about, is basically the button layout which swaps your crouch button, because normally by default it's on your circle or B button, and tactical makes it your R3 button, or basically your thumbstick, or your right thumbstick. So that basically allows you to aim while crouching or while proning at the same time. And the plus there should be obvious. If you have it on tactical, then you will always be able to take cover and crouch and stuff while aiming, and that's very essential. Now think about cover for a second, because I've talked about this many times, and it's very, very important to staying alive, which is being a good COD player. Like, Black Ops 2 has a lot of cover places. Like, they intentionally put them all over the place. Like that flower pot in front of me. That's put there for you to take cover behind. And you can't effectively take cover behind that unless you crouch. For example, look at this little rock right here. Same thing. The only way you can be effective here is if you crouch and move at the same time, or if you crouch, move, and aim at the same time. Like, that's why it's so good. Another big plus, drop shotting, or being able to take cover in the open. Now, of course, when you're in a position like this, it's very easy to take cover. On the other hand, if you're in the middle of the map and there's nothing around you, there's very few things you can do. And obviously, you could stand there like a idiot and, get shot. That's one way. You could strafe, which is a very popular way, but, yeah, strafing doesn't really help that much. As in, yes, it will make you harder to hit, but it's not the best way either. Then there's jumping, which, not bad. And then there's drop shotting. Now, look at it this way. If you're strafing, the area or the amount of your body your enemy is seeing and has a chance to aim at doesn't change. He still sees your whole body. If you're jumping, it doesn't really change much either. He still sees your whole body. The only one that really affects how much of your body your enemy really sees is drop shotting, and it makes perfect sense. I mean, Marines and anyone trained in arms, when they're running through a battlefield, they don't just sit there and go, oh, I'm going to stand up and fire my gun. No, they dive on the ground, or the trench, or whatever, first chance they have, because it's obvious. It makes you a harder target to hit, and that's why you have to drop shot. However, let me give you one little piece of advice, and this is very Black Ops 2 specific, which is, be careful. Now, if you are able to take that shot from the ground and kill your target, then yes, drop shotting will probably help you a lot. The time it won't help you is if you have to drop shot, then get back up, then go down, then go back up, and just because getting down there can take a while. That's what she said. Sorry. But the point is, it's not as fluent as it was in Modern Warfare 3. In Black Ops 2, just because of the way the mechanics work and stuff like that, you're not going to be able to really get down on the ground and get back up repetitively a lot of times, because it's a lot slower and your enemy's gonna be able to hit you unless they're really useless. So be careful with that. Make sure you're able to hit that shot from the ground if you're going to drop shot, especially with a sniper. But moving on. Hopefully I've convinced you the tactical is very essential because it just adds to the speed. I understand you can probably be fast by using default as well in terms of crouching, but you won't be as fast and you won't be as accurate in everything. So trust me when I say it's very important. Now, the next thing, which is vibration. Do I use vibration? No, I don't. I don't think this is an essential setting, as in I don't think it will affect your gameplay that much, but I do have to say that once I disabled it, I don't know, I seem to like it more without vibration. The reasoning being, again, obvious. If you have vibration on, it's more likely to, jitter your controller or just screw up your aim every once in a while when you get shot and you get a hit mark, or basically anytime your controller vibrates. And having it off is just, a little bit nicer. By the way, in case you're worried about taking it off and not being able to get used to it, the first time I took off vibration, it felt really weird. Like, I was like, whoa, this feels strange. 2 hours later, I was completely used to it. Like, it really takes a very short amount of time for you to get very used to, vibration or no vibration. So don't be afraid, try it out, and if you care about that tiny little plus, then maybe take it off and see if that helps you. Okay, enough about that. Now the next question is, modded controllers. What kind of a controller do I use? Do I play claw or something weird? No. I played the most regular way you could possibly play on the most regular PS3 controller, which is of course a black DualShock controller. I use nothing weird on it. I have not modded anything. The only settings I've changed are the ones I'm telling you about here. Now here's my reasoning. First off, modded controllers not going to help you in any way, so please stay away from those. That's basically just cheating. So I actually got some company sending me an email to my channel saying oh, could you promote us and we'll pay you? I'm like, no. Are you kidding me? Modded controllers? Anyway, so the point is, don't use those. Now if you're wondering about control freaks or stickers or stuff like that, I'm not saying that's a bad way, or if it really works for you, go for it, but I never use them. The reasoning for control freaks, for example, in case you don't know what those are, they're like little additional thumbsticks that you put on top of your thumbsticks, and it basically increases, the height of your thumbstick. But what that practically does, if you look at the practical effect of it, it basically gives you more area to, move your thumbstick, which essentially lowers your sensitivity. Now, you guys know from the last episode that I use the high sensitivity because I like, to be able to have very quick reflexes, and that's why the higher sensitivity, the better for me. So, that's why I don't like control freaks, and I don't think they would help me in any way because it's a step in the wrong direction for me. Now, do I use a sticker, or have I ever used a sticker on my screen? No, I have not. By the way, little side note, you see that message I just got? That's from one of the retards on the other team who apparently decided, he sent me a message saying, stop it. I'm like, stop what? Only with a sniper? I mean, my obvious guess is that he was like, oh, I think quickscoping is somehow a cheat. I'm like, Jesus Christ, grow up. Like, you do not want me to pull up a submachine gun here. Anyway, that was a little funny. And of course, headshot once again. But do I use a sticker? No, I don't. It's way easier if you just pay attention to the animation of your gun and just get a natural sense of where the center of your screen is. If you really need to, perhaps try it. I don't know, it may help you. But for me, no. You can get it very easily in a normal, natural way, so try it that way. Now, I think that covers right about everything, and if you guys have any more questions, of course, ask, and if you have any more questions in terms of this series in general, please leave a comment, and I'll be happy to respond. So, thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful. I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.